Well, it's been a banner weekend here at Gulfstream Park, Ron, and on Sunday we end the race week with a mandatory Rainbow Six. It starts in race number 6 on this Sunday afternoon, and Ron, they're expecting a big, big pool.
Yeah, they're expecting like $4 million, and it is not an easy task.
No, and that's why we have the Rainbow Six master, Ron Nicoletti, right here to guide us through his ticket. In race number 6, a 5-furlong sprint on the grass course, Ron. A competitive race. I know you had some interest in the Cassie horse.
Good turf races in its past, so I thought that horse would run well. But I did go 4 deep in there. I used Safi, second off the layoff, but Victor Barboza with Tiffany Gold. So I did go 4 deep in that race.
I'm glad you have Safi on your ticket. That's my long shot
No.
on the card, so that's good. That's busting bullet. Now, race number 7, it's a 1-turn mile on the main track. Claimer $62.50 is the price tag here. And how did you see this race?
Well, I went with Bringer of Rain. I went 4 deep in this race. And this one, first off the claim by Jose Gallegos, who does a good job. Pirate Radio has its claiming tag right in half. And I know the 10 Grand Tower's got to be interesting to you.
Yes.
Couple of wins going long on the Tapeta, now trying something different today.
Yeah, that's an angle I like to play a lot. But this is a complicated race and a huge field of 11 horses in it. So hopefully we'll get you out of that. Now, in race number 8, a maiden special weight on the grass course, a 1.125 miles. This is a true test distance here for these grass horses. And Ron, I know you've got a single.
Yeah, here comes here for a good time, I should say, from Brendan Walsh. If you look at his record with horses going from Lasix and getting to Peter, does very, very well, about 20%. So I thought this horse would run well. It's a daughter of Justify. Had to take a shot. I love the fact that Louis Sias is jumping aboard, so I'm putting all my eggs in one basket in race number 8.
Well, you've got to have a race where you've got some leverage, and this is a good one to have it because it's good that this filly got a start under her belt last time on the Tapeta, just finishing second by a neck. Now, race 9, it's 6 furlongs on the main track, and this is almost like a little bit of a stakes race here. Such a competitive field, allowance optional claimers. How did you see this play out?
When you look at the one Dilger, turning back from 7 to 6 for Safi Joseph Jr., it's going to get a lot of interest in there. Pay zone drops for Rohan. You got Beastly Speed, nice score in the last time. So just horses in there that you can run well. I think sort of you can go 2 or 3 deep there, especially if you like Dillinger.
Yeah, if you do like the Safi horse, that's a good play. And like you said with Beastly Speed, that was just such a massive victory last time.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So we'll see how he does at 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah, exactly. Now, race 10, it's a 1.5 miles on the grass course, a true marathon, allowance optional claimers. These are for 4-year-olds and upward here. What did you do in this marathon?
Well, interesting enough, the number 11 vesting in here is going to be a lot of people's singles,
Yes.
I think. Coming second off the bench for Chad Brown, ran a fantastic race. I'm going to try and beat this race up with 4 horses in there, using a couple else. But a lot of people are going to be zeroing investing. I used a couple other horses with Classic Creation, Kid Cairo. But that's a horse. If you want to pare down your ticket, take a second look at the 11 horse in there vesting.
Now, do you read too much into the 11 post with a 1.5 miles?
Not really, not at all. It doesn't come into play because, especially if you have some tactical speed, and this horse went so well last time from a decent post. I don't see much with that. Now, when you get the shorter distances, yes, but not for that. And you got, great connections, so you got to respect it.
Yeah, you have to respect Chad Brown on the grass course. Race number 11 is a very competitive maiden special weight event, also a 1.125 miles on the turf course here. What'd you do? We've got another Brendan Walsh trainee in the race, a first-time starter. Where'd you go?
I went with Buzz Rocket, the number 12, who moves to the Jose D'Angelo barn, lures Tyler Gaffleone, and goes back to the turf at 9 furlongs. And that's the key. This is curling, so I thought this horse would run well. The barn is 24% with the dirt to turf move, and I think the added distance for this horse is going to be key. I think 12-1 on the morning line. Used other horses. But there's 2 horses I'm keying on that, and that's race number 8 to 2, race number 11 to 12.
Just such a competitive sequence, and it's not an easy one, but that's what we like here at Gulfstream Park. So hopefully you've made some money on Fountain of Youth Day, and then you come back and you play this guy's Rainbow Ticket on Sunday, Ron.